Hi, everybody. I appreciate you all. I hope everybody is fine. Let me know how you are doing and where you are watching me from. I hope you are all okay. Let me know where you are watching me from. Let me know how you are doing. I hope you are all fine. I'm back on live. I hope you are all doing good. Let me see the comments coming in. I appreciate your comments. I hope you are fine. I hope you are protecting the energy that you have. The day you lose energy, it means that you are not going to be on these grounds. And I don't think I'm going to, or I don't think we are going to afford that, right? That is why we have to stay more present, right? We have to stay still so that we can see our energies in check and in balance, okay? The only way we can restore more energy, we can restore our energy is to go within and pay attention to our own self. I tell people that there are many ways through which you can feel yourself and feel your high vibration. Religion is just designed to ground you, okay? It's just designed to stop you from accessing your own power within, your own truth within. That is what religion is going to do. It's going to stop you from accessing your infinite wisdom. Today, I have something special to share with you that is going to help you so much in these times. Let me know how you are doing and where you are watching me from. I'm all out here in nature. I really feel the mother's energy. And I've been saying a lot that we should protect nature, right? So when I see nature thriving and I see the birds chirping and I can feel my feet one more time, I know that I'm always at the right grounds. I'm at the right environment, okay? Because I also use the sleep. I also use sleep to assess whether where I am is naturally okay or not. So when you are at a place that you can't sleep, in fact, deeply, then it means that that environment is not okay. If you are in an environment that you can't have any, it's like you are in a particular environment that you don't get to have a good dream, you get a messy dream, non-communicative dreams that do not communicate, dreams that are scattered, dreams that are not seen well to be interpreted. It means that you are at the wrong place. And we have seen the whole concrete jungle as a place that is creating a whole lot of stress that doesn't permit a smooth reality in the night. So, but I realized that when I am in a place where I is all natural, personally, within me, I can have a deep rest. I can just have a vivid reality because of the environment. Nature placed the nocturnal animals for us to contact them for a smooth trip, right, in the night. So in the night, these nocturnal animals are also energies and vibrations. They are entities that are leading you to God, okay? The night is a time of God, time with God, okay? The true worship, the universe measures the true worship in this in the good sleep that you are having, because it's a whole service, right? It's a time that you are restoring energy. It's a time that you are drawing a lot of energy from the feminine reality, right? So one sign that you are in a wrong environment is when you just can't have yourself to even sleep, because it's important. That kind of rest that you call rest is also a portal all inside you into exploring your own dimension. Okay, dreams are evidence, or dreams prove, they prove to us that we are the whole cosmic reality, and we are the projection of the cosmic reality, right? So it is a very important time. So whenever I'm in nature, I have myself, I can feel my feet, I ground. Where the concrete is not going to be possible like that, because you need to wear shoes to fit in. If you walk barefoot on the concrete, then they are going to call you either crazy or mad, because you are doing the right thing on the wrong environment. The people know they are wrong, but there is a survival, so they just have to go with they just have to pretend to be who they are not, so that they can fit in the society. Today's live stream is socialization fraud. Socialization fraud. Socialization fraud is so sad. Socialization fraud is a whole culture, right? That is seeking to just manipulate souls to stop giving themselves the energy and the attention, and then channeling it to other things that wouldn't even profit them anything. Okay, socialization fraud. Many souls have been born into a world where they are finding strong validation in how much they are forming societies and then joining the socials. Okay, listen, the woman has gone through a lot because of this whole fraudulent socialization reality. The woman was designed to be silent and focused within, right? Um, the woman is a feminine being that needs a whole silence and self to be better, right? And that is why the presence of the man is going to be a security. If not, then it is becoming a threat. We are seeing many things today, and it is confirming the state, right? And it's happening through socialization. When I was growing up, I was still myself, even with the friends. So I cited an example sometime that even in those times that when we were in school, right? Yes, we have friends, and when we close, we do go home together, right? But even in that, I could remember that I still hear my voice. I still hear my own voice talking to me so presently. Now, this is one of the signs that you are even going to see how chosen you are, right? In the midst of the circles, there is always that one person that we are going to ask, "Are you okay? You seem to be quiet. You seem to be going off." Because in the socialization, there is a pattern that we keep. Okay, so if one of them is not going by the pattern, or is not vibrating on the same pattern, then the rest of the people are going to ask you, "What's wrong? What's going on? Are you okay?" Now, that person in that midst is likely to be the chosen. The chosen one goes through breakdowns even with the people, right? When you were a child growing up, even in the friends, you break down. It's like you get out from them. and you are taken away. Okay. That is the call. That is how the call started coming to you. But you see, the socialization fraud is to make you reject that thing. If you are going alone, the world wants to say you are depressed. The world wants to project depression on you when you decide to take a time to, it's like when, let me put it this way, when life is taking you into your alone self, right? But the truth is that most of you are nature people. Most of you are on a journey, on a mission. Many are not aware. So the call, this is how the call is manifesting. It's not something like I saw an angel and the angel says repent, go back, and then that's rubbish. That is a whole manipulation. Now, if the universe wants your attention, right, she creates events that brings you to yourself, because when you get to yourself, you get to everything. Okay, when you get to yourself, you get to the root. You get to the root of the matter. The universe is not solving your problems. The universe is not solving your problems. Listen, that idea of God is answering my prayer is rubbish. I came here to change that rubbish. The idea of that I am praying to a God to favor and answer me is rubbish, because the true creator wants you to protect her. The true creator wants you to help her. The true creator doesn't protect you. You protect her because you are naturally defaulted for that. You are not here to ask for the bag or to ask for something. You are not here to pray for something. You are not here to perform for something. You are not here for people to accept you. Are you getting this? This is a serious thing that we are talking about. See, if people don't awaken to this point that there is a whole fraudulent scheme of socialization that is seeking to, you know, ground the soul that has to find herself, she's going to go on a roller coaster, right, of nothing. When we say friendship and socialization, it's nothing. It's just a forum of nothingness. It's just a forum of time wasting. So the true God is using series of events and episodes to remind you to yourself. The true creator is not calling you to himself to do something for her. The true creator is calling you to yourself, because that state is everything. Wherever attention goes, right, then we are going to see energy flow into that direction. There are some people, they are stuck in a socialization consciousness to a point that they don't feel alive when people are not around, or when they are not with the people they think they have to be with. And yes, there are also some people that, in fact, the whole external environment, they play according to the rhythms of the external environment. They don't play according to the rhythms of the internal environment, which is what they are feeling inside. You are paying attention to the rhythms of what is coming from the inside out. not what is coming from the outside in. The outside in, we saw an impossibility when we saw life from the inside out. There are some people, they when they see people around, it feeds their ego, and they want to do things that will, get the people talking about them. And we've seen women with that. The woman is constantly going through a certain severe low self-esteem structure that whenever she sees maybe men around, she is like, it's a whole madness that comes. It's like the person is like all, the person is just doing things for people to just watch her or see her. It feeds the ego. The person needs that constant attention to feel alive. And we are seeing that in the life of the modern day woman who is not ready to go within and see the uniqueness, the integrity that lies within the woman. She is not ready and willing to see the art, but she is distracted out there by the rhythms of men. When there are some people, when they see even men gang up and they are smoking, they are tickled into that thing. It's like they want to be seen, or they will go, they like that reality. And this thing can be very foundational, because listen, as a social scientist, as a social scientist who has researched a lot into the psychologies and the behavior of people, I will have a lot to share with you. I will have a lot. And for someone that has been very committed to a certain timeline of, let me be my best. In doing that, there was a whole education, because you committed to the wrong thing. In fact, where you committed to didn't send you to do that. You were not sent to be committed to that thing, and you wasted energy. But the thing is that the universe uses experiences and things we go through to teach us. We are all social scientists. We are gathering information through how we are experiencing life, through our day-to-day contact with people. Most of the people we are seeing today are feeling alive through a certain societal validation, a certain socials. They need noise to feel alive. They need a certain trend, right, to feel alive. They need to hop into something to feel alive. They need to hop into that whole trend thing going on to feel alive. They need that. They need to even dress in a way which is very intentional for the society to feed his or her ego. These men who are deeply wounded and traumatized to the point that they don't want to heal are also going on a certain physical six-pack structure, right? Taking in a whole lot of concussions to build a certain muscle, so that when they are walking, they are going to feel their own self through the stare of women. So the more women are staring, they feel alive. That's how wounded the man is. The man is so deeply hurt that he can't even find fulfillment in self. So when it happens like that, it is the lost pure souls that are going to struggle. So listen, there are some people that have mounted power, or they have had a lot of power through a certain empathy. Some people, you see, the beauty of souls is coming from the heart, okay? Not even on the kind of lotion you want to put on your body, or not in a certain dress you feel you are going to wear for a certain, no. See, we are addressing something so serious. I get emotional. As a social scientist. I get emotional, right? I get emotional because there is a whole drift. There is a whole there's a skidding. There's the lane. There is no. We are not on the lane. We have skid off the lane. It's sad. We are dealing with something. So I was saying something the last time that even when we say the creator is a woman, we are not even talking about the modern reality. The earth, your ancestors saw the earth, a woman, right? A very feminine, high feminine entity. She is pure, right? We are the ones going to her, right? Your ancestors were so interdimensional that they saw a whole energy behind the mechanisms of the earth. There is a modern day science that will give you a certain length of a certain little yard of truth. You can find truth in the modern day science, but it's not entirely true, because there are some dimensions that, in fact, this third dimension of survival won't permit you into getting it. However, the third dimension survival can permit you to accept, oh, electrical energy, the fact that this whole device is running on electrical energy, mechanical energy, right? Fine. These are just the things they've selected for survival. See, the modern day science is a selection, okay, of things that will suit the simulation. So you are going to get how the phone is working, because it's needed to keep you grounded. You have to know about. That's why even in the school they will teach you a certain planting, but on the blackboard they will teach you, because they know that you you go about, you look at the plant, you see fruits coming in, so they will have to give you a certain simulated reality even about the whole planting. So it's not even going to be something you are going to adventure. It is going to be something that you are just going to know, because you have seen plantain and you have seen pawpaw coming in. So the modern day science is just selection. I'm not even attacking the modern day science as entirely wrong, but I said it's a selection to suit, because even if you follow the modern day science, you are going to see a whole expose, right, where you are going to ask questions. The modern day science is also vibrating as religion. Now, the more you go deep into religion, the more you want to come out. Why? Because you won't get the answer. It's all delusion. It's just delusion. It's just a whole delusion. It's a whole roller coaster trip of delusion. Something that is not even there, but out of your soul, it has become possible. Imagine somebody like me. I've spent a whole 30 years and I didn't even know that when you want to sprout something, right, then in a certain plastic reality, then you are going to create holes. Because I said, when we bought the Greek yogurt in the plastic, we can't, this plastic can, is either we are going to recycle it, how I'm recycling it is using it to sprout. It's also recycling because it's still being used. So for me to create holes inside, sadly, it is sad that I didn't straightforward know this whole 25 to 30 years experiences. But I was in the school, I was in all forms. So you realize that this whole culture is to ground you, to keep you from exploring and asking. It is also meant to keep you in a socialization trap. Are we seeing the whole festive season reality, right? The whole festive seasons, right? The whole festive seasons. There is a whole Christmas vibration that we are seeing. And it's all thriving on the socialization. It's not, but look at it. There is, when they say there is nothing new under the sun, okay, they also mean that you are just repeating cycles just like that. So there is nothing new. Okay. We are already socializing before Christmas. We are going to the parties and the club before Christmas. We are going to the restaurants already before Christmas. So what is special about Christmas? Nothing. It's just distractions, keke. It's nothing. So you realize that the whole Christmas is a big bowl that the religious person is finding essence. The one that the religious person is calling secular is finding essence. It's a big bowl. Everyone is inside because they are all one. The reason why Christmas is making sense to the religious person and it is also making sense to the secular person, the religious person sees it as a time that we are going to church, is the day that Jesus was born, rubbish. And then the secular people too are saying that no, Christmas is for chilling, it's for celebrating, for chilling, it's for this. So even the brands and the organizations, when they are saying Merry Christmas, they are not saying Merry Christmas because you are a Christian. They are saying Merry Christmas because it's a festive season and they have offerings for you that seals the celebration. So during that time, even if you don't belong to any religious circle, if you have an organization, you can wish Merry Christmas because it is a mass vibration. The masses are in it. So it's nothing like Christmas is Christian thing. No, it is an orchestration to keep you grounded for that time. And I told you something that during these times, the people are so distracted. So when something is being done on the whole populace, they are not even aware. 2019 to 2020. 2019, November, December, the people were so warmed up, so much overwhelmed in the Christmas season. There was so much going here. At that time, I can also say that, yes, those were 2019 was my dark night where trauma, I was recovering from my trauma. It was after my traumas were recovered that the whole COVID-19 came in, okay? But as a social scientist, even then, I realized that after the chilling, after the celebration, after the partying, after the here and there, then they told them to go inside. So always know that anytime there is a whole massive trend where people are so much going in, then it means that at that moment you should ask question. When I see the world distractedly happy to a certain vibration, I'm like, something is coming to happen. And anytime I follow I connect the dots, we get there. We get there. 2019, 2020, COVID-19, everybody go inside. Things are not just happening. I'm not that person that will just see things happening and I'll see that it's just happening. Things don't just happen. But because there is a whole socialization fraud, you won't see. You won't see. You won't see that this is actually going on. Socialization fraud won't let you see. People should even review 2025 very well. People should review 2025. 2025 was very, 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 very toxic. 2025 was very, 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 very draining. 2025 came with a whole manipulation. Now, 2025 is ending something. You see, let me borrow the numbers. Let me borrow the numbers in this presentation. So, yes, 2025, 2 plus 2 plus 5, we have 9. 2 plus 2 plus 5, we had 9. Okay, let's keep the 9. 2026, 2 plus 2 plus 6, we have 10. So 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. There is a rebirth. There is a whole beginning again. There's a whole restart. There is a whole restart. And that is why even in these times, you are still going to see the rain vibration. The rain is strong in these times because there is a pending reset. There is a beginning. There is anytime you see rains, it means that there is a wash away. There is a beginning. Because I told you, 25th, 26th here, trust me, me growing up in the Ashanti, listen, a whole Hamatan begins from October, right? September, October, rains are cutting. Trust me. And during that time, you are going to, when it gets to November, you are going to feel the air very dry, very, very dry, right? And you are going to feel your mouth cracking, right? Listen, that reality is very important. And even the farmers can tell you that it's needed to warm up. Okay, we need a dry season to warm up. You see, the naturalists, the farmers who are naturalists are knowing that there is a whole dry season to warm up, to clear up, to, you know. But why are we seeing the rain energy eating into the dry? It is a sign. It is, I said, things don't just happen. Every change is significant. Every evolution is significant. The earth is evolving. Timelines are changing. So you are not even going to be grounded to say, oh, now the weather is corrupted. It's like the climate has changed and this. Oh, the end of the world. Oh, it's stupidity. This is not a certain end of the world rubbish thing. You see, that is why from the beginning of our upbringing, they had to consistently put us on a Sunday school structure to rubbishly give us a certain idea of a certain coming of an entity. But there is no second coming. There is no rubbish as such. I've been saying that this whole second coming thing is something that is your consciousness raising, your own consciousness that is raising. You need to raise your consciousness one more time because you are trapped low. So the ascensions that is happening is the fact that we are raising our consciousness not to think like the modern day person. The modern day person feels like marriage is the goal. Marriage is the achievement. The modern day person feels like I just have to always be at the supermarket buying. The modern day person has not raised the consciousness. So after the 2019-2020, when my soul was bringing me to I didn't find any sanity anywhere than to just be in nature, because trust me, Nature is the only mother that gives you food without charging you. She says that be present. The land is free in nature's eye. We have created a whole capitalist system to now put barriers and things. We have created a whole reality that is now seeking to monetize the reality. So now it is going to be difficult for a young guy or a youth somewhere. I've been talking to, when I go to the city, I said I'm a social scientist and I get engagement. I get to talk to the people. Sometimes you see this whole energetic youth, they are very full of energy, but the person is pulling a truck, the person is pulling something, the person is so much busy. And after the day, the person's revenue or what the person is going to earn is something peanut. Okay. So now I told the person, but why don't you get a land and ground? Because life is about grounding. If you begin a structure that is going to feed you your own self, then it means that you are even going to be more skillful, right? And they were like, oh, you see, the lands, they are all expensive, and then we can, the money that we are earning here, we can use it to buy them the land. When you, that is the vibration. They are just there. But listen, they've not even gone deep enough to realize that um the land they are looking for is not at where they are. The land that you are looking for is not at where you are pulling the truck, because that place, if you are looking for a land at the place where you are pulling the truck, you are going to be discouraged. In fact, you know the African system of life, we are all coming from village, we are all coming from land, we have village towns, hometowns. Okay, unfortunately for me, I couldn't link up with that family. But trust me, there are most of you that can go home and then you will get something. When life is beating you, go back to your home. When life is beating you, it means that you are trying to be at war with the land. So the whole system will beat you up. When I locked my hair, I was telling the people to be unapologetic and go for the things their soul is telling them. You are not going to work for somebody and the person will tell you how you should keep your hair. The person will tell you the kind of clothes you should wear. The person will tell you the kind of shoe you should wear. Remember, they picked you up from the school. And in the school, they prepared your mind. They prepared that. White sauce, where is your white sauce? Where is your handkerchief? Where is your school uniform? Then they beat you and traumatize you. I am a product of physical trauma. My traumas are physical. Since growing up, being beaten, my uncle will beat me like I don't matter. When I go to school too, the teacher will beat me like I don't matter. When, in fact, it's so serious. You go through severe trauma. So with such a person, imagine if I get to 18 years or 20 years, if they say wear suit and tie, you will wear, because the programming came through trauma. So you have been forced, you've been bended to serve by force. But I kept on asking that, hey, I used to ask my friends that, hey, you people, we should sit down and look at something. Don't you think we are just playing a script of something? Eh? Why can't we leave our hairs to be? Why can't we be that? Why can't we be? Why is that if you leave your hair to be and you are going, the people are staring at you twice? In fact, during my lock season, I went through a lot from my own people. I went through a lot. The projections, They project madness, they project craziness, they think you keeping your hair, you are crazy, they project a whole lot of things. It was even the people that do not bear my reality that showed me love. It is strangers. That's why I'm saying that in life, you don't need to make friends. You need to make strangers. Because it's strangers that make people. It's not friends. Friends are familiar spirits. The familiar spirits that we talk about in our life, the monetary, they are friends. That moment when the things about you, you are not permitted to attend to them. Your own body, you are not permitted to keep your hair. Your own, you are not permitted to. Hey, this is very animalistic. It's very animalistic. Just like the sheep has a lot of wool. The sheep has a lot of wool. They will cut the wool from the sheep, right? They don't need the sheep permission. Why? Because the sheep is operating in a consciousness that doesn't permit it to say that, please keep my wool, I want it. Let the wool cover everywhere, I don't care. So if you are a soul that is being programmed, no, cut off your hair, cut this hair off, you are the sheep. That's why they call them the sheep. The Lord is my shepherd, which means that you are a sheep. There is no shepherd without a sheep. Or how do they put it? There is no sheep without a shepherd. So when we see a shepherd, we will see a sheep. So you will surely be led to the greener pastures. You are an animal that is going to be taken to feed. I'm not a sheep. I don't have a shepherd. No one is my shepherd. I don't want anything from anybody. So if you give me Psalm 23 to rewrite it again, then I'll write it in a way that you wouldn't like. Eh? Which kind of stupidity is that? Sometimes I get angry, right? And I won't deny the anger. And these angers are healthy, so I don't stop the angers when they come. Because a lot we are living in a reverse psychology. So I get angry so much because listen, the children, the new generation that are coming are not going to absorb this rubbish. The new generation will keep the earth in good shape. They will ask questions. They will question everything that they see. That is why this new generation are not going to come on the wheels of religion. Now, the wheels of religion was a whole reincarnation trap that was given to the people in the 19th. So the 19th people, the souls in the 19th, let me say the 18th and the 19th people, okay, they are very, in fact, let me say they are very shallow. They were the people that were born into a strong religious consciousness that they couldn't see any other. That those are your fathers and mothers. That is why you in your awakening, you are struggling with them. They will never be one with you. They will chain you. They will take you to the church and bind you. Your awakening that has come, trust me, they will bind you. Your parents will never get you. They will never get you. The fact that you have decided to even focus on your creation and skills, they will not get you. They will get you on, hey, go to school. These people are the products of a certain consciousness. Nothing can be done about them. Nothing can be done about a 60-year-old, 70-year-old man who is vibrating on a certain severe religion where the person is trying to look up for something. It's that the person say, ah, I was talking about the songs. I did a video where I was telling the people that there are some songs that has been propagated by these 1819 souls. Okay, they are mothers now. Now some are in their 60s, 50s, 70s, and the kind of songs that they were propagating for the people, it was so much crazy. Eh? And these songs have been propagated throughout timelines in Africa. They are mostly religious songs. A certain song you don't even know. It's like the person is vibrating a child, and the person is crying in the song for a favor up there. So I was saying something. There's this whole trending song that says that my wisdom and my knowledge is too small, oh God. My wisdom and my knowledge is too small, God. Show me the way, help me. You see, we are living in that. We've lived in that. Me, for someone like me, when I was growing up, I have to listen to songs like this and cry, become emotional. I didn't know it was just rubbish. In the name of gospel singers, they come and they are all on survival. They are all doing all these things because of money. So they feed from the pain of the people. They are narcissists. The world is going through a certain economical stress. The world is going through a certain pain and poverty. A lot of things are going on. And these so-called singers, they create content out of the songs, out of the state of the people. Listen, whenever somebody is in pain or suffering, you tickle the person's emotions and make the person cry by singing more about the pain and suffering. So, for example, if I see some people crying and struggling here, I can vibrate as them. So I will be doing that. Show us the way we are struggling. That person will make money from the people that are in pain. So the people that are in pain will be like, oh, the person is singing, the person is anointed and singing the same songs, the same situation I'm going through. Then they will bring their money and they will watch, they will stream your videos. Listen, if I bring a song that is magnifying a certain childish reality, it is children that say that, Daddy, help me, Daddy, 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 I will not go, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. This is the timeline that my people are stuck into. They are not going to the earth to till the earth. You see, it's sad. And it's Sunday. This Sunday that we are seeing Sunday, when it's Sunday, everywhere is silent and quiet. Do you know where the people are gone? They are in. They are inside the concrete. And they deem it, we are in the house of the Lord. Rubbish. The house of the Lord is the earth. When you till the earth, that is the true church work. I told you this, that your ancestors were so wise that they didn't need to go into a room to feel they are serving God. They needed to rather be under the sun to feel God. To feel God, you have to be under the sun. You don't have to be in the room or in a concrete room and playing drums. So these women, there are some women that are slaves of patriarchy, parading as gospel singers, and they sing to magnify. You may think they are talking to an entity. They are talking to their husbands. I told you that marriage is a whole ritual to keep souls trapped. I told you that partnership is different from marriage. Marriage is a whole grounding institution. Partnership is an agreement. The true marriage is the partnership. and the manipulation is the marriage. And according to my personal research, relationship that is built on partnership, they thrive. But relationship that is built on ring and yes I do is bound to divorce. It's polarity. It's just a polarity principle. Hmm? 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 So in marriage, they are trying to make the woman, they bring the woman to the positive ground. So positive, positive. The woman become like the man. But you have to leave the woman on the negative grounds. The negative grounds is the grounds of adventure. The positive grounds is the grounds of provision. The negative grounds is the grounds of reception. Women are to receive a lot from nature. And then men are to prove in more into nature. They are to operate more, to do more things that is going to elevate the natural reality more. So this is something that is very serious. And if my people are not ready, then the reset and the restart will become more possible and more strong. Because what nature does is that in a time where people are being disobedient, being destructive, being exploiting, being a whole lot, she resets. Now, reset doesn't necessarily mean elimination. Okay? Reset doesn't mean elimination. And people shouldn't think that you come on this plane, you come, you do rubbish, you go like that. No, it doesn't work like that. I told you about the fact that the earth is very enclosed, right? The earth is enclosed, and everything that we do is vibrating. That is the other side that maybe they didn't want you to know. They gave you a certain concept of maybe Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, but you yourself, you've not physically seen any of them. There is a simulated reality that will show you images, but we should know that images can be generated. In fact, you have been to school, so don't let me even go there. You've been to school. You know that the extent to which technology can go is not surprising. So I said, we, the natural souls, we are finding our truth in how we are experiencing the reality. So it is not like a time is coming, this place is going to be destroyed, and there will be a certain ship that will go up and take people to go and start another world. It's rubbish. You don't have the ability to start another world. You come to meet a world and you have to live. So I told you this, that the universe is the earth. Once I'm not seeing any, hey, I told somebody that if you want to go if you want to go out of this reality still in the world, if you want to go into another world in this earth, then you would need to use the ocean. You would need to use the water. Water is the only portal that takes us into other worlds. If you want to leave this place, then go to the beach side and go enter the ocean. That's the truth. That's the thing. That's the truth. That's the truth. We can't connect to other worlds without water. If there is. Hmm? So I become emotional whenever I just keep saying many things, and because it's I've 2025. Come on, 2025. 2025, right? I won't come and sit down here and pretend that, oh, what a very sweet. No, in fact, a lot of lessons in a situation whereby the people are sending a suppressing vibration. I said I've been to many places on the concrete that they literally, attacked me in a way, which is, what did they do? What did they do? They make this, they create events and drama that makes it so draining. It's like a whole lot. I've had issues with landladies and landlords so serious. They take me out here, they take me out to here, they take me this way, and I'm moving with my child, I'm moving with my woman. We are all moving here, they're coming here, going here. We are. It took a man who saw all this, and then in fact gave us a certain warm reception for us to keep the navigation going. And now it's very positive to a point that we want to now create a certain grounding, okay, a certain sustainable living, right? Just you see, we are just we are we are just living on that reality, right? Because escaping the matrix also means planting, right? Escaping the matrix also means grounding. Escaping the matrix, because the matrix is a mental control. They put you on grounds to keep you controlled, all because your energies have to be siphoned and harnessed. And when they are doing that to me, they don't even consider the child. Oh. They don't think about the child. I said that's why I said, and it is most of the time the mothers that do it to me. Hey, a woman will show you hate when you have a child with you. Oh. At least they should be like, oh, that for this you are looking at the child. Hey, they don't. Oh, they don't care. A woman sacked me from the house, from her house. She didn't even see. I was what she didn't even look at the child. Hmm? Because at that moment the child was very tender, and I just needed just a ground. And me, when I even live at a place, I don't spec places, I don't spec rooms, I don't spec room, and I don't have that energy specking room. Me, if I go to a place where I'm putting my head at one table, one this and that, because my life is outside. I'm an outside being. I live under the sun, with soul under the sun. I am to live outside. The only time you just contact your room is when you is the night, right? But in the day, you have to see the sun every day. You have to be under the sun every day. So my life is out there. It is better for me to have an outside arranged reality, which is a certain um, 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 system, right? That is very, 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 very systematic. Right? And when you come to the farmhouse, you are going to see that, okay, the matrix is actually how we are making the gardens, right? You will see that the whole religion is how we are making the day, how we are doing the layouts and structuring things to be, how we are laying the irrigation systems for it to work and create food, how we are. This is This is the true matrix in plain sight. But have you seen that now? It's not like that. When you are on the concrete, you are going to see the layout. You are going to see the skyscrapers. This is the concreted version of what nature wants to teach us. So I don't spec room. Some people are so grounded. They will spec room. They will spec room. They will buy things that are not things that are not even necessary. Things that are not even necessary. Things that are not necessary. Right? So the thing is that you go into somebody's house, the person has a big mansion, and what is inside? When you go to this place, there is a certain thing that will carry you to your bathroom, and then you switch on the heater, and the heater will, and then you just, well, rubbish. I don't need this. This is not what guarantee life. This is not life. This is death. The more you become more comfortable like this, the more you invite death. Angel of death thrives in the heated water. Angel of death thrives on the tiles. Angel of death thrives on the concrete. Angel of death thrives in the kitchen. They thrive. So all these things, they are just hype. You go to somebody, and my bathroom, I have something, I have a heater that I press on the wall, and then the water comes hot, and then it showers on me like a hot water. Why? If you need hot water, boil water. Just fetch the charcoal, boil the water, pour it in, and go and bath. Oh. I told you not to take life serious in 2026. I said don't take life so serious in 2026. So serious. It's death. Some people even want to have a bed that has tie. So it's like you press on the remote, and the bed is carrying you to the kitchen. Then after that, you get up of the bed, and then the bed will say thank you, and the bed will go back. What kind of rubbish is that? Do we need this? Is this thing written in our genetics? Is this written in our DNA? Is this written in our codes? Yeah. We are sun beings. We are sun beings. We are outdoor people. We are to be out there. We are to be tilling. We are to be working. We are to be grounding. Even if you are not working, you are outside. Being outside alone is a high vibration. It's a high vibration. Comfort is death. Comfort is the day you start becoming comfortable, and that's the day you die. You will die. You will literally you will die. You call angel of death. So when you hear cases like the person died, the person slept and didn't wake up, hey, it means that the person is comfortable. It is because some people sleep and don't wake up. That's why religion is promoted too much like that. No. Let me tell you this. When you come on here, the reason why the people take church seriously is because people slept and didn't wake up. So they feel by clinging to an entity, they will wake up. So that's why even during church and they are doing their church things, people can cry. The people are not crying not because they are really feeling to cry. It is a woozy feeling, goosebumps, because they feel that, God has been so good to me. Oh, I slept and I woke up. You are very stupid. The goodness of God is not in sleeping and waking up. You are very foolish. My people are very foolish. I'm angry. Because you had visa. When you come here, look at all this whole thing. There is a whole reality that looks like an embassy. You will see a soul So much emotional. Why? Because the visa has been approved. Rubbish. You are rubbish. You are rubbish. You are the one that keeps yourself alive. Listen, if you sleep and you didn't wake up, there is a cause and effect to life. Because we have been naturally designed to wake up. That is why you are not a person that controls your sleep and monitors your sleep. You are not you are not waking up to check if you are asleep. During that moment, it is the higher consciousness or the higher energy or what you want to call, which that reality didn't even send you to give a name. You are naturally designed to wake up. If the chicken wakes up and do quack, 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 the chicken is not giving any thanks to anything. They created those religious rubbish. The chicken has woken up and the chicken is saying cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. That is it. Because the chicken knows. Have you seen a cow that slept and didn't wake up? Your dog, if not for maybe anything, or maybe your dog eating something, or maybe throughout the night there's something that made the dog, or something that the dog didn't wake up. It would never be like the dog is there and the dog didn't wake up. Dog sleep and dog wake up. When the dog is pregnant, does the dog go to maternity? Does the dog go to maternity every month? The dog is going for antenatal checkup. Does the dog have a midwife? Eh? But you claim that you are higher than animals. You claim that animals are low. Are we sure that animals are low and we are high? Are you sure? Because me, I don't see it like that. Because no, animals are high and the people are low. Because if a dog can deliver herself, that's high vibration. That's power. So in the ancient Kemet, it looks like the reason why they were using this whole, you see, in the ancient Kemet, you are going to see the dog reality. They say Anubis, the cat reality, the snake reality. Then it means that, you see, you should be asking questions, because which means that a part of your ancestors saw the high vibration that the animals carry, and they knew for sure that it is the animals that will lead them to the astral world. It's the animals that will help them to contact the jinn world. It is the animals that will help them. So animals are high beings. Let's not see animals as the fact that they don't talk like you. You can't use words as a yardstick for sanity, or for potency, or for integrity. My uncle, family uncle. One of my uncle can't speak, doesn't hear anything. But the kind of impact that my uncle has made, are you going to say that because my uncle doesn't hear and doesn't talk? No. In fact, who knows? The Buddha's energy, we are going to learn a lot from the one who doesn't hear and doesn't speak. That's why the people who don't hear and don't speak are very technical and powerful, because they are not grounded through speech and grounded through any form of hearing. So they see things as they see things from internal state. They see glass from the internal state and how they are going to deal with the glass from internal state, not from a certain strong consciousness that says that glass is this. So they become more technical. In life, we become more technical when there is silence. We are technical through silence. That is why men need to contact their femininity to be more creative. So when there is no word or there is no action, when there is no word and there is only actions, that's power. So a part of your ancestors, they were not talking English or talking Cree or talking any language. They were silent. And they were communicating by frequency. If your frequency is not matching that frequency, there is nothing to talk about, nothing to do. There is nothing. Frequency. But you call them primitive, you call them it's a reverse psychology that we are living in. Trust me. It's a reverse psychology. So it looks like we have to learn from the animals. The animals are teaching us silence. The animals are teaching us not the fact that we are going to do more when we are not talking. The cat is going to do more because the cat is not talking like you. The dog is going to do more. The dog, you see, these cats and dogs, they have interdimensional frequency. These cats, they have a whole dimension. That is why even when you come on here, they have a whole voodoo that they are playing it on the dog. When you come on here, the dog is dogs are feminine, so they use the dogs a lot for those rubbish. They use the dog for rubbish. And I now see why when you turn God is dog, and when you turn dog is God. I now know why they are using English. Everything is English is a vibration. They wouldn't just create a word. So God and dog, reverse. So your ancestors saw dog God, dog the high vibration. In the night, you are going to hear the dogs barking. You think it's just like that. You think it's just like that. The wolf is also a dog. The wolf is a dog. The wolf is a dog. But that's the dog in the wild. So you think it's just dead. It's just like that. So you are sleeping and you hear that. You say, that is no. It's not just happening. Something is causing something. And that is where you can't come and tell me that it is this or it is that. Within your soul, everything becomes, there's clarity. Somebody I've not got into the comments now, but I will look at this. Animals do not. Animals operate how they were created to. We humans have free will. This is free will. Where is free will? Where is free will? You think free will is I want to cook this, I've cooked it. You are in a simulation. What is free will? If you think you have free will, if you think you have free will, go. If you think you have free will, go to Area 51 and go and build there. Go and live there. Go and live there. You don't have free will. It is animals that even have more free wills. They are even operating. When you say free, how do you understand free? You think you are free when you are paying bills. You think you have free will if you are paying. The one who has free will is the cat. When we are talking about free will, we are talking about the land and how far you can go. So free will means, okay, I just go here and I set up, build, and I leave. I don't care about, I don't consider who is leaving. I just go and then I leave there and I'm leaving. Go and do that and see. Tell an animal to go and live at area. Animals are there. Animals will go there. Animals will go there. You can never cover an animal. You can never stop an animal. You can never stop an ant. You can never stop an ant. Can you stop an ant? You can never stop any animal. You think the birds, you think you can stop? That's why nature exposes us every day through many things. If you like do concrete, you find plants coming out of that, which means that nature is strong. You can't stop animals from your room. You can't stop animals from your room. Still, you have an animal in your room. You have an ant. You have some fly. You have. So people that are enjoying free will are animals. You have domesticated your animals. You have domesticated animals. But animals are the ones enjoying. Birds are enjoying free will. These birds go to the wild. There is free will. Animals enjoy free will. You are the one going into the wild to stop their free will. You are going to catch them. But you, the soul, you live in a simulation that you don't have a free will. You think free will, when we rate free will according to the fact that you are able to move to where you want to move without not being stopped. But as long as you are living in a world where this place, nobody owns the earth, but some people say that this place is mine, means that free will is restricted. It's restricted until it's broken. Until that cycle is broken into nothing again. When we go back to nothing, then free will is. Animals operate from nothing. They don't wake up, drive a car and go and then work for 30 days salary. You and the animal, who is free? You and the bird, who is free? You and the ant, who is free? Don't go there. I've come to the conclusion. Animals are higher. If we can become higher than them, only if we go into our soul. But for now, no. There is no limitation to which high you can go. But for now, the animals hold the secret. If you want to learn a lot and find ascension, go to the animal. Don't go to the human. Go to the animal. Go to the ant. That's why you were told that go to the ant, thou foolish. He says you are foolish. Go to the ant and learn wisdom. Go to the ant, which means that text that is being written is written from a contextual grounds of the state of the people. The state of the people. So for somebody to write that thou art lazy, go to the ant and find wisdom, which means that that's why I say that this whole religious is rubbish. Because the people in it, I said, if you go into this whole Bible thing, you realize that when you are true to your heart, you leave the Bible and go to nature. I'm telling you, because look at it. Thou art lazy. Go to the, which means that there is a manipulation. That something is happening. People are not becoming who they are supposed to be, so they have to go to the animals and learn wisdom. So our decision to go into our soul to create that free reality, yes. So even if you can't go to area 51, you are still not stopped from becoming your best version, which is being present and then connecting to the land that is available in your proximity, you are going to create free will in your environment. And the free will you are going to create, you are going to see it so significant, which is at the end of the day, you are not going out to pay to exist. You are not paying to exist or paying to live. How do you find God when you are paying bills? Hmm? Hmm? Ah, let me get here. Let me get to the comment. We are about to climax this. Aisha says, yes, oh, yes, oh, brother, good day. I really appreciate you so much. Aisha is watching from Sweden. I really appreciate you so much for connecting with me. Trent says hi. Paul says hi. Okay. Yeah. Lekisha Paul sends some love to me. Okay, I really appreciate. Silverio says high vibration. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate so much. On purpose says a lot of women are vultures, not all, but some for men is an equal miss. Yeah, it's your experience and point of view. So yes, I've seen a lot of comments. The singing birds are awesome. I'm all out here in nature because me, I'm tired of the matrix. Whenever I step on the road, I'm like, matrix, stay present. Anytime I step on the road, the highway, I know I'm going into the concrete. I right now, since we are in the transitioning period, we will still have to move. Okay, so that is it. But the moment I step to that point, I'm like, wow, we are going to have a whole roller coaster. We just need to protect our energy because a whole roller coaster. And you know something? Whenever we are out there, you see, yesterday like this, the people would want to psychologically disturb you by shouting. So, example, if you've not done anything, no, but they still want to come and say, "Well, please, why you have to?" Then you become confused. They like to put you that way. So it's like, so let's say you are holding something and then somebody, hey, bro, sister, you see, then you become like, oh, what's going on? What's going? They like that they do that rubbish. So anytime I'm moving in that, I'm silent. People can talk, I'm silent. I just have to be silent. Now my soul says, stay silent till you come back. So that's why, because trust me, the soul work that we are doing, no, it's not an easy thing. Soul transformation is not easy. The fact that you are bringing your soul to a point of rest after all the drama is not a joke. That is why many people can't go there when it comes to soul transformation. They rather choose religion or they just get a get rich quick scheme. Oh, shortcut. Let me do this and let me get the money. Let me do this and let me get the money. Let me go and manipulate and get the money. They are not ready to go on the 1, 2, 3 journey. That no, let me start from somewhere. Let me start and do this and get there and I will get here. No, they can't go through process. We are seeing a world of people that can't understand, they can't connect to the process. They want already made. That's why they have to go to the supermarket to buy that is already made. Restaurants, we are buying that is already cooked, that is already done, already made. No. For nature, she will teach you patience. The papaya will have to take some few months to bring you that what you want. The coconut is taking 3 years. I told you some are taking 7 years, especially the wild ones. The full wild coconut is taking 7 years. We are seeing a generation that is not ready for 7 years. So we will give you that which will maybe take 3 months or 6 months or maybe 1 year. You are going to see it as a coconut by you because that's what the people are panting for. They said we are not ready for process. We are ready for quick, instant, 5 minutes, noodles, instant mix. Rubbish. The wake-up call is now. 2026, we are beginning a process of more projects that is going to make us ground. Right? That is why right now I've decided to encamp my reality with positive vibration souls. The man at the farmhouse has done a lot of work. He has worked. And if you ask him, I'm trying to look out for a time where I can sit down with him. And in fact, because the moment I came to this reality, I said that wow, wow, work has been done a lot. So the person who had a certain knowledge in maybe food, in crops, in a certain agric reality, in this time that ascension is happening, many people are also going to find awakening through this whole farming thing, right? And trust me, when you become overwhelmed, when you become overwhelmed in nature, seeing things that are being done, you are going to realize that so the whole thing that they were saying that we are pleasing a system, it was actually a self-pleasing that we were to do for ourselves through a whole planting. Little did we know that the matrix is just planting. It's just planting and being in patience and watching it work and grow. I picked the inspiration. And since that day, my whole reality hasn't been the same. The first day that I encountered the reality, I was so much impressed. And when I see men who are working their way out to till and do something like this, they deserve every good thing. They deserve everything, good thing. In fact, if I go to somewhere and I see somebody who is grounded and living so natural, I will, even if that moment I have money, I am moved to support the person. Take this, right? Because there is no life than the life that brings us to the earth, and I'm moved by that. We are going to see more. Now the thing is that what is going to happen right now is, now what we are doing is we just want to um get most of the seeds sprouted. I mean the natural seeds to sprout them, right? And since we are moving into our own grounding, I'm glad that is moving on in a very real and positive vibration. So now that we are gradually moving into a certain grounding, right? Now we are going to become we are going to become the lab. We are going to become the how do I put it? The testing, the experiment. You see, not knowing that our lives were the lab that we were running away from. So our lives being the lab simply means that your ancestors, when they go into the wild and they find a fruit or something, they bring some of the fruit home and they begin nursing them. That is that is that is that is it. Agriculture, that's agriculture. We can't have any definition of agriculture if not this. The simplicity of agriculture is that we are deriving from the wild to have a ground. Are you getting it? So we are people that are grounding beings that should sit down and now till the earth, use the earth as that experimentation grounds to see how potential the seeds are. Because any seed that grows in the wild can grow anywhere. Because in the beginning, everywhere was wild. Everywhere was wild. And we were the beings that began domesticating the reality. So if I go into the wild, I clear the place and I live there, I've domesticated the place. So I can get seeds and now start, you see, doing them. So which means that for us to find our true self on this natural plane, we need land. Land, that's why I told you that life revolves in three things. As an awakened soul on a journey, listen, it revolves on land, food, and skills. Your life is in three reality: land, food, and skills. I didn't put in friends there. I didn't put in socialization there. Did you see socialization there? Did I say land, food, skills, and socialization? No. Land, food, and skills. This is what sustains you. And that is why you support me, because I've told you 40 years drama. You've been in a, most of you have been in a 40 years drama. In fact, I felt so sad when I was told I have to just create holes in the plastic container to. Something that, ah, so the analogy is so beautiful. When I was told that, I sat down and I thought about it. Okay, so the reason why you have to create holes in it is because it's plastic, right? It still needs an earth grounding, which means that as you've created a hole, we are going to see a possibility of an ant in the earth going into the plastic through the hole. Oh, because if you don't create that hole, then it is going to form a fungus or something that is going to destroy the seed instead. Ah, simple like that too. But remember, a whole 40 years, and you may think that it is just like that, but trust me, if you put your ego down, you realize that you've not learned anything. If you put your ego down, you realize that you are just speaking English and opening books. You've not come into practical. Ego will not make you practical. That's why our people are locked up in the shelves. They think that life is on the shelves, in the bookshelves. Like, oh, your ancestors, if you time travel, into the past and you go and meet your ancestors with plastic, and your ancestor wants to plant in the plastic, your ancestor wouldn't need any education, but your ancestor will look at the plastic and look at it like that and say, there's no talking, but they know. Did they look into a book? I am telling you. So the books that you are seeing in the shelf is it has become knowledge because it's derived from a certain wisdom. So now, wisdom and knowledge, which one is ancient? Wisdom. So for us to have books on the shelf, we needed wisdom. Because even for you to know that you are stupid, you need to be wise to know that you are stupid. I really appreciate you all for connecting with me. We will come with more information that is going to help you so much in these times. I am Nana Kwame Otre. It's an amazing moment. You can like and share and subscribe. My platform is dedicated to natural orientations. Okay? Nothing but natural orientations. And you've seen it. We began this wave. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. Back to back to back. The message hasn't changed. It's a wake-up call. Trust me. Learn food and skills. If you want to support me, yes, I will appreciate you. Right now, I am getting a land. I'm trying as much as possible to get a land because of this whole landlord renting issues has really affected me and my family. So a whole lot of attack. And when you are not grounded, attacks are possible. When you are not grounded, attacks are possible. Attacks are possible when we are not grounded. So I'm going to get the land. The recommendations are 1 hectare. So the 1 hectare, we will see how we are going to get it. And we are going, for us to get it, we have to pay. We have to buy it. Because the last time I wanted to go on the traditional approach, I was like, oh, the land, it shouldn't be sold, but there should be compensation. That is linking with the leaders and the chiefs. But I realized that these lands are in the hands of families, and the chiefs don't even decide. So what has to be done is that we have to buy them, and then the family people, they will have to take the money for you, so that for your own good, though, because you wouldn't want to be at a place where, so the person who is saying free will, I'm bringing you to this. You don't have free will. You see, you don't have free will. Free will means you are going to live on the land. Eh? You don't have free will. Your free will is the money. So it looks like you have more free will if you have more money. You are even going to buy the law. It's sad, oh. And me, the people are not listening. When I tell them that the land is not, so I'm not even going to be somebody who is going to be like, the land is no. I will have to buy and leave. I am tired. I have to leave. I have to ground. I have to start grounding. If I say I'm sitting there, hey, nobody, you can't just go and leave there and say you are leaving. Unless maybe you are me. I'm not even that person that is picking up tents and going into wall to get a tent, and then I sleep there and then I move to with that one there. But grounding, you even if you want to move with tent, ground to move tent. Listen, the concept of God that they gave you, what did they say? They said that God, that entity is seated down and is watching the world like that. You see that image, an image of sitting down, and they call they call that entity omnipresent. How can you be omnipresent when you are seated at one place? Which means that to be everywhere, you have to sit down. Easter Yeri is not wise. There is this guy with the eye something. The guy doesn't want to be wise. I've become wisdom to the person, but the person doesn't want to be wise. So if I keep on seeing comments, I will clear the person out because the person is still not wise. I'm giving the person a picture. I said free will is not your dictionary, rubbish dictionary that you are reading in. Free will is money. And the fact that there is a money control and there's a government control, you won't have free will. The government is controlling you through money. You won't have free will until you detach. It's animals that have free will because animals don't use money. I appreciate you all. We will continue. You can like and share and subscribe. It's an amazing moment. I hope you are taking care of yourself too and staying present. Stay present. The only way out is in. Let me know where you are watching me from. Let me know where you all are watching me from. It's important. Yes. Black Metal Go says Nana is dropping jewels. I really appreciate. What I have seen, some are scared to become who they meant to be. Yes. That's the life. We are seeing a world where people are running away from themselves, okay? Who they should become, what they should be, they are running away from it because the moment they get there, it's silent. When they are going into themselves, it's silent and they just can't fathom silence. The moment they hear silence, it means they are dead. That's why that's why they have the cemetery reality. So the cemetery simply means that it is now that the soul is seeing silence. The soul never saw silence. The soul didn't see silence. It is now that the person has now understand silence. Some people understand silence at the grave. Silence, they don't see silence. They can't be still and be silent. But silence, rest in peace, is for the living, not for the one who is in the grave. You have to master the art of resting in peace while you are moving in this reality. There are many worlds, same earth but different worlds. Which world do you belong? The world of concrete or the world of nature? Me, I stand with nature. Anything that is nature, I stand with her. Anything that is improving the natural reality, I stand with her. I told you about the 250 coconuts that we will be planting. We will be planting them. I planted 20 at Amejope. Now, Amejope, I left that place because the guy was exploiting me. So, but I didn't leave the coconut. I planted 20 coconuts there. You all saw it. I did a video. I left it. It's a sign. Everywhere I plant coconut is a sign of the high vibration and the water energy. We have more to go. We are planting the green ones, the tall ones, the ones that take 3 to 4 years. That's the natural wild ones that we are going to plant. So yes, we are planting it because we are still using the carbon emission. I told you that the carbon that is coming from these machines are no waste. They are needed by the trees, right? So we are going to balance the ecosystem by planting more trees, right? So that project is still on, but I've not grounded. That's why it's not going fast as how I want. So now Soul says ground first. 2020 says project is grounding. The project is grounding. I really appreciate you all. Stay present. I am on PayPal if you want to connect with me. Yes. And if there is any remit reality that you want to use to support me, yes, you can connect with me on the email. Right? On the email I have, you can connect with me, and then on PayPal. I will appreciate you all. In fact, I want to take this time to appreciate souls who are, in fact, helping the reality. Dory, I really appreciate you so much. Michael Jan, Finn McDonald, amazing souls from all walks, from all around the world, from Sweden. Some are connecting with me. I appreciate you. Most of them, I don't know them in person. In fact, I don't know them many. In fact, but look at when the vibration, when they saw that this is a representation of something natural, they also showed me their mother energy. And I appreciate them, and I send them peace, love, and light wherever they are. I really want to appreciate you. It's an amazing moment right now. I hope you are taking care of yourself. Stay present. We will continue.